Hey guys, welcome back. You may notice that you can't see me, and that's because I'm going to be showing you a collection of games that I have, and this is going to be for the Super Nintendo. I'm going to be placing them right in front of my camera so you can see what they are. So let's just get right into it. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible so it's not a super long video. So, first off, we've got Looney Tunes Basketball. Basically it's like any other basketball game. It's fun, it's weird, quacky. Because it's Looney Tunes, you can do things like strap a rocket to the basketball and shoot it all the way across the court and make it and stuff. Pretty fun game. I can't remember where I picked it up, but definitely one you can check out. Really, really fun with friends. So, yeah. Next, we've got Toy Story. I remember playing this when I was younger, so I picked it up at some point. I can't remember how much I paid for it, but it's a really fun game. Currently, I am trying to get as far as I can in the game or beat it. There's a couple videos already on my channel, so you can go check them out. Very fun and interesting game. So. Alright, next is Donkey Kong Country. Very fun game. This game I have beat. I'm actually currently playing it on my Super Nintendo. I have a couple recordings already, so you can go check those out. Very fun game. I actually own the complete trilogy, which you'll see here in a minute, but definitely one that you should check out for the Super Nintendo. Alright, next is the Lawnmower Man. It's very small print right up here at the top, but it's a very fun and weird and quacky game. My buddy Queso over at Caboodle Games, which I'll link to the screen right now, he picked this up for very cheap, and I watched him play it, and it's a very interesting game. Now, I got online and actually started looking around, and I actually found I know you can't see all of it, but this is the box for it. So the box and the game. So, and it does have the manual. So the box is in pretty bad shape though. Anyways, let's keep on moving on. Let's see, what do we got? This is Chrono Trigger. It is a very fun RPG. Definitely one that you should check out if you own a Super Nintendo. The downside to this game is the original copy is going to cost you a lot of money. I want to say I paid about $75 for this, so it's not cheap. But I got me one and I've been enjoying it. So, fun and interesting fact, Queso over at Caboodle Games, which I'll link him again, he is actually playing this. So yeah. Anyways, go check out if you want to see the gameplay and stuff. Go check out his channel and find his Chrono Trigger videos. Anyways, this is Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. This is a fun game. It has to be my favorite game on the console. I have beat it. It's just got really good music, really good gameplay. It is very addicting. Definitely a game you have to check out. This game will run you a little bit of money. Not as much as Chrono Trigger, but it will run you a little bit of money. They're kind of a little more on the rare side, so definitely a game you should check out. And once again, Queso over at Caboodle Games, he has played this on his channel and he has beat this on his channel, so feel free to go check him out. He's yeah. So anyways, you notice I got the protective sleeve on this one as well right here. It's the only sleeve I have for my Super Nintendo games. So anyways, fun game. This is Beavis and Butthead for the Super Nintendo. Very fun, weird, and quacky game. I found it at my local game store, which you can see I've got the price tag still on it because I want to know how much I spent for it. I picked this up for $4.99, as you can see right there. Very fun and interesting game. I will probably play it later on my channel, but anyways. Pretty much every Super Nintendo player or owner has this game. I don't really need to say much more than that. It's a very fun game. Super Mario World. Anyways, I'm gonna move on because this is probably the most common. This is Donkey Kong Country 2: Diddy Kong's Quest. So basically, you've got Diddy and I believe it's Pixie, if I'm not mistaken. You're playing as those two. Donkey Kong's not in this one, but they say that this one's the best one out of them. That's debatable. I have not beat this one, so it'll be, once I complete the first Donkey Kong Country, this one will be on the list. So anyways, very fun game. Okay, next we got NBA Jam Tournament Edition. So this is like Looney Tunes basketball, except for it's like you're playing as real people, but it's fun, weird, quacky. There's the normal version of the Tournament Edition. It has, you can play as like celebrities, and like you play as Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton, which I find hilarious, watching them try to slam dunk and stuff. But very fun game to play with your friends. So anyways. Alright, up next, I'm trying to line it up here so you can see it. Mega Man X. It's a very fun Mega Man game for the Super Nintendo. It's the only one I own, but I think it's very fun. I also own it for the PlayStation Portable, and I kind of bounce between them. It's very fun and very interesting. This copy actually cost me a little bit of money. I think I paid, I want to say about $30 to $40 for it, because it's not a reproduction or anything like that. But very fun game. Definitely one to check out. Alright, next up is Stunt Racer FX. It's a racing game, and they tried to include like 3D graphics and stuff. It can, if you get this game, be warned, it's hard to process what's going on it, because the Super Nintendo wasn't, real good at like 3D stuff. And so if any of you have played like Star Fox, it's similar to Star Fox. It's kind of, they're trying really hard. I bought this game because I remember playing it when I was younger, and I just wanted to relive my past. So anyways. Okay, next up we got Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie Kong's Double Trouble. So I'm just putting a penny there so I know where to put my games. I'm losing track of it. Or that's a dime. Let's see. This one, I've played Donkey Kong Land 3 on my Game Boy, which I'll show you here in a minute, but this one's similar to that. Very, very, I mean, every Donkey Kong game is different in their own little way, and that's why it's such a great collection to have. This one's a little more harder one to find, but if you can find it, it's definitely one you should have in your collection, especially if you have the other two. So definitely check it out. Okay, next up is Super Ghosts and Goblins. Or no, it's Super Ghouls and Ghosts. I'm used to the original Nintendo version. This one is basically a sequel to that, and it plays pretty much the same. It's very fun. I picked this up not too long ago, and I've been enjoying it. It's a hard game. It's a very hard game, but very fun. The original one is pretty hard too, but anyways, definitely check it out. Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Okay, we've got Pilot Wings. If any of you played Pilot Wings 64, it's pretty much the exact same thing, except for this one's on the Super Nintendo, so a lot different. I saw this at my local game store and had to pick it up. There's the price right on it, $4.99. I thought that was a steal. So anyways, Pilot Wings. Yeah, I might play this on my channel later on to show you what it's like, but anyways. Next we got Goof Troop. This is probably my most recent Super Nintendo pickup. I had a copy of this and I misplaced it, and it's a very fun game. It's very fun to play with a friend, so definitely check it out. Problem with this copy that I didn't know until I got it, the label's pretty damaged, and then it actually took a couple tries to get it to work because it was very, very dirty, but I didn't pay too much for it, so I guess that's the upside. Anyways, that's Goof Troop. Next we got Super Star Wars. This is it's a very fun Star Wars game. They're very tough, and there's actually 3 of these. There's this one, there's an Empire Strikes Back, and there's a Return of the Jedi. I do own all 3, and I will show you those, but this is the first one, Super Star Wars. Anyways, very fun game. Definitely one you should collect if you're a Star Wars fan. Okay, next up is Super Empire Strikes Back. Just like the last one, it's a Star Wars game. Very fun, very different, very hard. They're all very hard, but if you own the first one, you gotta own this one. So that's kind of why I have it. So anyways, moving on. Next up is Super Return of the Jedi. Another Star Wars game, third one. Very fun, very hard, just like all of them. But it's kind of one of those things you gotta own. You can't just own one; you gotta own the trilogy. And they're not bad games. They look amazing. So, anyways, so there's the third one in the Star Wars. So. Next up, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Very fun, weird, quacky game. Quacky and wacky. It's a hard game and very, very interesting. I remember playing this when I was young, and so that's why I have it. I wanted to relive my past. So, anyways. Alright, this one I'm a little upset of, and you can see why right off the bat. They've decided to put that massive sticker right on the front. I wish they would have put it down here or along the sides or something or another, but I picked this up from one of my local game stores. As you can see, that was the original price, and they discounted it 11 because of overstock. So they had a lot of copies of it. So I paid 11. Yeah, $11. Super Mario Kart, and I just decided I needed it. So, boom. I'm just upset about that. That's not cool. So. Okay, next up is Firepower 2000. It's an overhead shooter. You can play as a helicopter and or a car. Very fun and interesting game. It it's like Goof Troop, one of my most recent pickups, so I haven't really had a lot of time to play it. But very interesting. Right on the top, which I like. I don't know if you could see that. They put the price tag on the top very small, not on the label, on the top. So $19.99 was how much I paid for it. But very fun and interesting game. Definitely wanted to check out. Alright, this is The Jungle Book. It's one I played when I was younger, and I liked it. You see it's discounted for $2. I couldn't pass it up for $2. The label is, well, it's not good. It's probably one of the worst labels I've seen. But I thought for $2, that's a steal. So, very fun and interesting game. Next is The Legend of Zelda: A Link to Past. It's a very, 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 very fun Zelda game. It's one you must own if you are a Zelda fan. You need to buy a Super Nintendo, and you need to buy this game. Very fun. I have not beat it, but it's very fun. I need to go and beat it, but maybe I'll feature it on my channel. So, anyways. Okay, next up, this is the Super Game Boy. Basically, you can play you can play Game Boy games on your Super Nintendo via right here, which I'll grab a game real quick. So, like, here's Killer Instinct, right? You just slide it right in there, and then put this in your Super Nintendo, and you can play Game Boy games. So I'll show you. So I showed you Killer Instinct, right? I've also got, this is Road Rash. Label's kind of screwed up at the top. This is a very fun racing game where you can knock people off motorcycles and stuff. This one's got a special case for it. I'll open it up. Donkey Kong Land 3. So this is like the one I was saying. I have played this one and beat this one, but it's different than Donkey Kong Country 3. It's different. So, anyways, so that's all my games. Now I want to show you some little accessories and stuff. Here's the Game Genie. You just put a Super Nintendo game at the top here, and you can enter cheat codes and stuff like that. I haven't used this too much, but very interesting to have, and as you can see, that's how much I paid for it, right on the front there. And then, show you this. Kind of hard to see, I know. This is the Retro Duo Portable 2. Basically, it's a handheld device that you can take any game. I've got one here. And you plug it into the top of it. Okay. And then you can turn it on. And I don't know if you can see that really well, but you can play Super Nintendo games anywhere. Just waiting for it to load up here. There we go, and it'll show you the game. Maybe. There we go. Demo. So yeah, that's the Retro Duo Portable 2. Now what's really cool is it comes with an adapter so you can play regular Nintendo games which I'll show you the adapter. So here's the adapter, this big black thing that says it, and I've actually got the game at the top right there, which is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and you can plug that in and play regular Nintendo games. So anyways, that is pretty much it for my collection. I don't have anything else, but yeah. So if you like what you saw, be sure to give me a big old thumbs up. I know it's probably crooked on the screen here, but give me a thumbs up. Like my channel, or like this video, like my channel. Subscribe if you haven't. I upload videos every day. And feel free to leave a comment. I know there might be some things that you couldn't see too well. I'm just trying to show you up close the labels and stuff so you can see everything that's going on. But anyways, I'm going to end this video right here, and I hope you guys like what you saw, and we'll see you in the next one.